The Red Raiders trying to keep the good times rolling.
3 McMillan. My goodness!
Wide open McMillan.
Bang, bang. Darian Williams rise. Fire. Bang!
What a shot. Darian Williams in the paint again. Knocks it down.
Toppin for the dunk.
A smash attack. Toppin with a rim rocker. This kid, there's no stopping.
Welcome back to the show. The head coach of the Red Raiders, Grant McCasland, joins us now. Coach, congrats on a fantastic season. 25-8, 15-5 in the Big 12. What's the biggest reason you can point to that's led to your guys being in the position you are in as a 3 seed in the Big Dance?
Well, you can look at our numbers and know we don't have a hard time scoring from 3. But just the inside-out attack of having Toppin really develop. He got injured early in the season. We missed him for about 5 weeks. And when he came back, I just think the inside-out that he gives us and the attention allows our three-pointers. And Darian Williams is such a great facilitator, and it's a fun team. But y'all know the Big 12 with Houston, and we had to play Arizona the other day. You got to be a good defensive team. I mean, you can't play in this league without being a good defense and having a physical rebounding team. And to me, we've had a great offensive team. Really, it's come down to our team embracing the physical things like defense and rebounding.
Coach, I'm always looking for a player in a region in this whole entire field that's just going to dominate and just really open everyone's eyes. Obviously, that's JT Toppin in my eyes. What a phenomenal season. He was great last year at New Mexico and then even exploded even more under your coaching. What about him has just made him an All-American and make that huge jump?
Well, he's got great touch. I mean, around the rim, with his left hand, it's unique. A lot of guys used to teeing up right-handers. He's a lefty. He's got unbelievable range, and he works every day. And one thing he's worked on, is making free throws and making threes. And he's got to the point at the end of the season where we really try to actually get him involved in actions where he can make threes. So anytime you have that type of athleticism, it's funny, we're in practice early in the season, and he jumped over Darian Williams and snatched the ball and turned and dunked it. And Darian looked at me, and I looked at him, and I was like, oh, yeah, he's pretty good. And so, I think we got a good taste of it early. He's a great athlete, but he's even a better basketball player.
Grant, just curious, the health of your team, you were short-handed in the Big 12 tournament, played without Chance McMillan and Darian Williams. What is their status for your game in the round of 64 against UNCW?
Yeah, I mean, that's the question everybody wants answered. And you know this, we don't have a great answer at this point. We just got back from the Big 12 tournament yesterday. I think we expect both of them to play. Okay. At what level they'll be able to compete, I think is to be determined. Both of them being guys that played here last year, Chance being a senior, Darian Williams having kind of had an ankle problem all year long. He's just trying to recover from it and be as physically healthy as he possibly can. And I would anticipate both of them playing, just a question of how much.
John mentioned UNC Wilmington, the 14 seed. That's your first round matchup. What's the biggest concern from what you know about them so far?
Well, that's the blessing of being a young head coach. Coach Siddle's amazing, man. We played against them when I was at North Texas, actually in the Bahamas, and he was at UNC Wilmington, and they beat us in the championship game in an awesome game. And it was physical. They played great defense. They play with a lot of confidence. Their guards can score. I mean, I loved watching his teams play and experience. I actually watched them play UConn the year they won the national championship and was as impressed with them as I was with UConn when they won it. Just a really a great program that I know they'll be excited to play. And in the NCAA tournament, you expect everybody's best.
Coach, I'm just curious. The SEC got 14 teams in the bracket in this tournament, the most of all time. Obviously, they won 89% of their non-conference games. What are your thoughts on one conference getting that many teams?
Well, honestly, I can't speak to other conferences, and I have respect for them. I definitely watched them play and know in the non-conference. Just take Houston, for example. They played Auburn and Alabama, and I watched both of those games on film, and those games came down to a couple possessions. And I mean, I would put the Houston team in our league up against anybody in the country at any time. Arizona, I mean, we've got great teams in our league. I think more than, maybe other teams getting a lot of teams in, I was just more disappointed for West Virginia because I thought they played a tremendous non-conference. And the athletic director there, Ren Baker, Coach DeVries, I thought their team was physical, tough enough, and earned an opportunity. That's, I think, more than anything, the disappointing part for the Big 12 is that we didn't get another team in.
Grant, final thing here. I'm curious. You've went into the NCAA tournament before with defensive-minded teams. What is it like from your vantage point as a coach to have an offense like this behind you finally?
Yeah, well, I can tell you this. I still think it comes down to the gritty things. I mean, you got to be able to score, but there's nights where the basketball doesn't go in. The Baylor game was a perfect example. I mean, we probably played maybe the best half of basketball I've ever been a part of offensively, and then kind of backed it up with not a great offense the second half. And so what does win it for you is the physicality, the grit, the competitiveness, the togetherness. Those are the things that are exciting. But I tell you what, it's nice to have such a great team and staff that prepares and can score. And I think winning in different ways is how you win in March.
Good stuff. Head coach at Texas Tech, Grant McCasland. Best of luck in the big dance, Coach. Appreciate your time.
Thanks, Grant.
Yeah, great to see y'all. Wreck 'em.
And they're giving us a lot of time. Our confidential crew is going to be with the Red Raiders as well. Well, this next man has taken the school he played at to its first ever NCAA tournament. It's Omaha head coach Chris Crutchfield. He joins us next on Bracket Breakdown.